do anything. What are you laughing at? Somebody say something. Oh.
Erica's just losing her shit. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Duke made a really stupid comment, and it just really got me. Sorry.
We were making fun of you, as we always do when you can't hear us.
Because I was, rambling about stuff?
About your glasses, yes.
Oh. You see, I've got new glasses, everyone. I was, at the last minute, I was going to put the sunglasses back on just to stay in character, and then I realized my eyesight has gotten much worse, and when I put the sunglasses on, I suddenly had to do this with my transitions to see again. These are much more tuned. So now everybody gets to see my eyes. Welcome, everyone, to the long, strange trip as I sort out the why my music isn't working just yet. This is our regular Friday night excursion into the world of horror known as KULT Divinity Lost. I would warn you right up front that our subject matter is horrific and possibly triggering. Sometimes we deal with some pretty heavy subjects from time to time. I would go down the list. It's almost triggering to go down the list, but mental illness, suicide, murder, abuse, lots of terrible things like that. So if those sort of things bother you, remember to keep yourself safe and feel free to step away. As you can see, our players have safety mechanisms behind the scenes, and we do employ those. It's still not right. Hang on a second. I'm fussing with some technical stuff. The sound is suddenly not wanting to operate properly. So bear with me just uno momento.
I'm assuming that chat at least can hear us. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I would hope.
They can hear us.
I don't know. Like I haven't tried to say anything. So can chat actually hear us as players?
Yeah.
They said they can.
Yeah, they could hear us. I was just trying to get the music right so that they could hear that without it drowning over. For it was for some reason going on the same channel as y'all, as we like to say.
You looked very emo there for a second, Erica.
Do what?
I say you looked very emo there for a second.
She
Look
is.
at this. I need a.
She is the last remaining emo girl.
Getting back into scene culture, huh?
That's not wrong. You will never see me with a haircut that does not have some form of a fringe. I'm pretty sure.
No, she is. She is totally.
So sorry,
emo.
everyone.
So yes, keep yourself safe and feel free to step away if watching this gets too heavy. I'm missing some players, as you can see. However, we have the incomparable Duke Walter returning as Henry D. Greene, along with Chris and Erica, have joined us tonight. The others are on vacation, I guess I should say. So they all have the night off. Let's jump right in. Last week, Liam, Monet, Clutch, Ben, and Morgan finished their meeting with the Monarch and stepped from the roof of his luxury apartment complex, a doorway of inferno in Thaumiel's shadow. Tonight, we return our focus to the illusion and how it is ever-changing in an ebb and flow, constantly influenced by the conflicts between the Archons. The camera zooms in on a car at night, flying down a desert blacktop in the middle of the night. I think I already said night twice in that sentence. Inside the car are Clutch, Liam, and Monet, having just escaped the nightmare in Good Springs, Nevada, 1972. You with me, Clutch? You've been driving for a short time, speeding towards the California border and a junction with I-15 that's about an hour away, and then that's just puts you a few more, and you're in LA. Monet has fallen asleep to the loud hum of the souped-up engine under Clutch's heavy right foot. The radio is on some late-night talk show where he's going on about conspiracy theories and desert radio over and over and over. Something about the trip. Clutch, you look up at the fuzzy black dice hanging from your rearview mirror. You hear a voice. Liam and Monet are gone. Griswold sits in your back seat. You see him in your rearview mirror. You quickly turn your head to look at him, and you see Liam and Monet sleeping, both. I'm here for what you owe.
Okay, we Mr. Griswold, King of the Highway, if you will. Can you maybe wear a belt or something around your neck? I mean, you just scared the actual shit out of me.
Oh, you're lucky. You know that? I'm pissed off. You're not who I thought you was.
Ooh,
Did you know that?
What do you mean?
You guys are lost. You don't know, do you?
I know this road. No, I know this road. I'm not lost.
That's not what I mean, you fool. I don't even know if I'm gonna get my lives, but I've come to collect. I see you've got two right there in the back seat. That looks pretty good.
Mr. Griswold, sir, that's probably not the best idea, because those two actually have ties to the mafia. So I feel like if I kill them, that could cause some backlash on my end of things, and then I end up dead and you don't get any more debts. So maybe we pick somebody else?
No, God damn it. That's not gonna work. You can't even bargain with these lives. You're not even gonna be able to give me what I want. I'm just gonna get some sense of satisfaction watching you all die before I lose my grip on you.
Griswold, I'm a little confused. Why can't we just, stop, find two homeless people and kill them and then just get back on our way? I mean, I don't understand why it is such a big deal, or why you're so upset.
Because we don't have time, and there's no real homeless person worthy between here and where you gotta go. I had to travel dreams and madness just to get back to you again. And for you, you saw me, yesterday? A moment ago? And I'm not leaving without some sort of satisfaction.
Now
look,
okay.
Here comes
what?
a tree. Just hit that tree right there.
No. I like this car. I don't really want to do that, and I kind of value my life a little bit. And I'd love, Mr. Griswold, sir, to keep doing favors for you. So maybe we don't do that.
I said, hit that tree. Roll, keep it together.
Oh, hold on. I didn't check something. I gotta check that first.
What are you checking?
That stability.
Nothing. Yes.
That stability, though.
You're reset.
Somebody was nice to me.
Everybody's reset on wounds.
Oh, bitch.
16. You instinctively slam on the brakes. The tires screech. 16 is a pretty good roll. You look at the speedometer. It says 72. You look at Griswold. He's gone. Liam and Monet sleep in each other's arms, unbelted as you slam into the tree and everything goes black.
Hold up, that's some bullshit right there.
You're not dead.
I love you, but I'm a little upset. Don't wreck my cars anymore, man.
Henry, you are expecting some visitors, and they arrive. Ding dong.
I get up from my wingback chair, walk across the living room of my apartment, and open the door.
It is two very lovely red-headed females, Heaven and Grace, whom you met at the Stillwater Collective some 20 years ago. However, they seem as if they haven't aged a day.
Good evening, ladies. Might I offer you some champagne?
They speak in unison.
Oh, Mr. Greene, that would be absolutely lovely. We're very excited to get to work with you now, under such very sad circumstances.
Yes, the passing of our associate is weighing upon me quite heavily, but perhaps we make merriment this evening in celebration of his life.
They will
Henry
giggle.
walks over and pulls champagne, pops the cork, pours 3 glasses, and hands them to.
They're quite happy with that. And they drink the champagne. Almost like they're trying to hide their excitement for some reason at being here.
Now, ladies, I know that you had some interest in coming here this evening, but you were remiss with the details. I know that this just is not some courtesy call. Sit, relax. Please fill me in on your intentions.
Oh, Mr. Greene, it's really a very sad story. You see, Mr. Stillwater had finally given himself up to the dream world to become the dream prince he had so longed to be. And in order to do that, one must achieve the ability to cast away your physical body. And that he did. And we put his body to rest, but we still visited with Mr. Stillwater often. In our dreams, he would come to visit us, as he did you in his final days. But there was someone else who wanted to interfere with the timeline. A lictor.
Well, that's quite disturbing. Is that what he was warning me about?
They tell you...
It must be what he was warning me about.
Yes. They will tell you the story about his dealings over the last several years since he sent everyone on their trip with the dip. That somehow that set off some things in motion, and that this lictor was somehow involved. In the real world, or in the illusion, He is a priest. Supposedly a houser of orphans and the keeper of the people of some sort, but he met a fell fate. And now he's on the rampage.
And what exactly does this have to do with me, ladies? Is he coming for me? Is he attempting to disrupt what I have and my existence? Or are you simply scared?
No, he's coming. They're all coming to you, Henry. They'll all be coming to you for answers.
What do you mean they'll all be coming to me? Are you proposing that I honestly can't begin to fathom what it is that you are proposing? Hold on. Henry gets up, walks back across the living room through this ornate mahogany door into his study and starts perusing titles. I want to see if there's anything in my library that might jump out at me. I can never remember what that is. Reason.
Good. I'm going, reason.
Is that okay? Can I use my library to attempt to gain some information?
Yes.
Or not.
I was about to say, can you though?
The funny thing is,
what did you roll?
an
8.
An 8.
That's all right. You still get to ask one question from the list.
What do I need or need to do to exercise or control this being?
Henry, we think that because of things that have happened in the illusion, that both the Fixer and the Lictor will be coming to find answers from you. Killing one or both with your abilities is the prime outcome.
Ladies, who exactly does that benefit? You? Mr. Stillwater?
Oh no, Henry. You run the collective now. You must find your way to become the Dream Prince, to control your piece of limbo. You are a dream wizard, or becoming one. We are your muses.
I must say, ladies, there are few things that I have ever heard in my life that have left me speechless, and twice in this week that has happened. If it is as you say it is, then we have work to do.
That is a perfect...
If you need more champagne, it is over there.
Now that's a perfect
Come along.
place to jump scenes. Yes, with the champagne. We cut to Liam. Liam, you are having a terrible nightmare that results in you making the decision to jump with your wife from the top of a 30-story apartment building. And you watch yourself falling towards the ground, expecting any moment that something is supposed to happen, that you're not going to hit the ground. Your faith is tested. You hear the screech of tires as the ground gets closer, and you see blackness. And that's when you spring up in your bed, drenched in sweat, and you're in your apartment, or your home, in Los Angeles, 2002. Monet is not in bed with you. You are alone. What do you do?
So is it just that last bit of the nightmare that I remember?
Yeah, the last few seconds are a flash of, or a series of flashes that you can't really make out. You get, it's a culmination of you ending your fall and the car crash happening to you at the same time that awakens you in a fright. In fact, we'll keep it together so I can just maybe force some trauma on you.
Nah, I good.
I'll stick with the sweat and the pounding heart. Other than that, it kind of freaked you out. But your first concern, of course, is for Monet.
Yep. So, Liam just swings his legs out of bed and plants them on the furry rug that's underneath their bed, and does the Die Hard thing, grips the rug with his toes a little bit to center himself. And he stands up and goes to the bathroom, flips the light on, and pulls the hand towel off the rack and just starts to blot his face, runs himself a glass of water and takes a big drink of it. And then just calls out for Monet. Maybe she's in a room down the hallway or something.
Clutch, you're in the living room down the hallway, passed out on the couch, one leg flopped over the back, one leg flopped over the front, your head not even on the arm. You
Sounds about right.
were also having a pretty bad dream about something you can't quite make out. It had something to do with dogs. You're not really sure what it was, but there was this big fucking German Shepherd, and that's really all that you remember as you sort of wake up hearing Liam saying something from the back.
She disentangles herself from the predicament that she's gotten herself into, sleeping on the couch in this peculiar manner. not something she's unaccustomed to. You know, making sure she doesn't fall off the couch as she gets to a sitting position, and runs a hand through her hair and kind of makes a disgusted face as she feels the sweat and kind of grunts a little and gets to her feet before walking towards the sound of Liam yelling so abruptly in the morning. And she just hollers out as she's walking down the hallway towards him. Would you shut the fuck up? It is early. Or at least I think it's early.
Liam pokes his head out into the hallway. Do I even remember Clutch being at my house?
You do. You remember bits and pieces of a whole bunch of different things that sort of confuse you. You also are very aware of your conversation at the top of the tower. And you do remember stepping off the edge. That's, in fact, probably the only relief you feel, is that for a moment you realize, oh, wait. We made it. Or I made it. Clutch made it. You don't see anybody else.
Did we, though? Did we, though? So he
You've been
walks...
listening to too much of The Experiment.
It's so good, though. So Liam steps into the hallway.
Bonus point for the plug.
Clutch. Right. Is Monet out there with you?
No, I figured she was with you. Is she not with you?
Well, she wasn't in bed.
Okay, that's a little weird. I just had a weird nightmare. You want to hear about it?
Not particularly.
Huh, okay.
Right, Benji was with us too, though.
Oh shit, and Morgan.
And Morgan.
Oh, fuck. Is this another weird fucking mind game? Because I swear to God, I don't know how much longer I can take this shit. I mean, I'm tired, and it's getting hard to discern what's me being crazy, the world being crazy, and actually crazy, and what's actually normal.
I don't think normal's much of a thing anymore.
Huh.
Right.
Clutch.
And I go over sorry, I go over to the wall because there's an intercom system in the house, because of course there is. And I hit the button because of course there's speakers in every room throughout the entire house. And I just, Monet, are you there? Benji, Morgan? And I just give it a second. Christ.
Well, maybe they ended up outside. Should we go outside and look?
I mean, there's a speaker in the garage too, but whatever.
She makes a skeptical face, but she starts walking towards the front door.
Clutch, make me a roll +0.
Oh, no. No.
Oh,
shit. Motherfucker.
Daddy's
We're-
precisely a 9.
Yeah, we're not off to a good start.
You, were both of you walking towards the front door?
Yeah, sure.
Continue with that, Clutch.
Well, she opens the front door and she waltzes on out and kind of stretches in the. Is it morning outside? Is it nighttime? What time of day is it?
Is there an outside?
It looks like it's early morning. Like you can kind of tell that the sun's going to be coming up, but it's still dark out at the moment. You know, it's that just before.
She stretches really wide, takes a big old deep breath of fresh air, and looks around and kind of does one of these, do we go this way? Do we go this way? Does it really fucking matter? And then she just walks to her right and around the property.
For Liam's part, so does the house still look like it was just shot to shit by secret ninja assassins?
It does not.
And there,
forgot about that
I'm
part.
sure, then are no secret ninja assassin bodies lying around,
No.
and no sign of the hired security that I have on my house compound.
No.
Right, Clutch, don't get too far away. There's something real fucking wrong here.
I was about to say, where's that big burly dude who walks at the front gate? He always gives me shit. I liked him. Did you fire him? She's just kind of like walking ahead.
Clutch, stop moving.
She pauses as if she's almost about to step on a landmine. What? 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 Why are you sounding so freaked out? What?
We have a constant presence of no fewer than 20 armed guards on this property at any given moment. Do you see any of them?
Nope. Okay. She kind of like realizes she's been kind of silly, but she also is like, okay, so what? Your guards are not here. What are we gonna do? We're missing people.
So I'm just making sure that that's a thing that I remember, but do I remember the secret ninja assassins and the kidnapping of Monet that led us to the island in the first place? Do I remember all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay. There should be 30 bodies, countless high-powered rifles, blood fucking everywhere.
I'm gonna be real honest with you, Liam. I'm pretty much assuming that we're dead at this point and that you're just a figment of my purgatory. You know, just because we spent so much time together. So, the likelihood that I'm actually dead.
Wait, your purgatory is my fucking house? Is that what you're saying?
It's nicer than my house. And I get lost in here and you have the best cars. So yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Clutch, you hear a voice in your head. Somebody's gonna have to die over this. You know that, right?
Sorry, excuse me, you can say that one more time?
Somebody's gonna have to
Like
die.
who's gonna? Like who? Like a random person? Or are you saying like
What did you tell
like
the
Irish
monarch?
britches behind me?
What did you tell the monarch?
A lot of things. Is there something in specific you're referring to that you'd like to share with me?
Is she speaking out loud right now?
Oh yeah, she does it all the time. It's like a one-way phone conversation. You can't hear who's on the other end, but she's talking.
Christ, Clutch, how long have you not been taking your meds?
I mean, I usually take them all the time, but now we've been gone, you know, it's purgatory. What do I need to take them for? And, by the way, who knows how long we were over in freaking Novaville, nuclear war zone, mind you. They should drop one over there. So, I don't know.
Right.
She's
Do you
also
remember me
pulled her
saying
pistol
something?
out.
Oh. Shit. She's scratching her head with it.
Oh, you probably shouldn't fucking do that.
That's fine.
Is
Not
the
worried about
safety on at least?
Safety schmasty.
I don't think that's
Anyways,
the phrase.
Liam, I was having a lovely conversation that you just interrupted, mind you. Purgatory, Liam, sir. Anyways, where'd that voice go? Voice. She's like off her rocker at this point. She just assumes that they're dead.
Right. So we need to find Henry.
Oh yeah, that shitstickle. How are me and you gonna find him exactly? Just
Well, I expect he's either at his house or possibly his office.
Well, she turns on her foot and just starts like walking towards the garage. What happens if we get on the road and the road just suddenly keeps going and going and going? Because, you know, we're probably dead, so.
Well, then he'll probably pop into the fucking car at some point. He's weird with interacting in people's dreams and shite.
Oh, yeah, dream wizard type stuff. Yeah, okay. She's already like at the garage door. Does it have an automatic door on it? Do I have to type in a code, Liam?
He reaches into his pocket and hits a button on a small remote that he keeps in there.
She just mumbles rich asshole as she walks inside.
I survey the like 14 cars that are in there. Right, which one will we take then?
She's already headed.
Take the Maserati.
She's already headed for the black Audi. She always drives you in, Pete.
Well, at least it has bulletproof windows.
It looks like 10 of the same cars just in a row, and they all just say clutches on the front. There's a sign that says, "Do not touch, do not move seat. We'll shoot you."
And off you go into the night. Henry, what are you doing?
Well, having this new information, that's a good question. Most likely he's beginning by utilizing his muses. After whatever ritual that takes. Whether it be spiritual or physical or everything in between. He would likely... Jesus, I don't even know.
You have a ritual, and they'll start to guide you. You realize this is sort of like this, maybe a welcoming party. It's quite lovely. I won't go into a whole lot of details, but from your engagement with the two women over a course of a series of hours, you realize that you could literally use them for any sort of ritual that was necessary, that they would willingly give themselves up, mind, body, and soul, in order to make the Stillwater dream become a reality. It's sort of a weird twist of words now that I think about it, but you have a great experience. You can use your imagination, and we'll even let the viewers use their imagination as to what those hours entailed, whether there was blood or sex or a combination of both. But when it's over, you realize that you have the ability to tap into almost anything that you set your mind to, similar to that feeling that you got the first time that you sprung from the ground. in your limbo meetings with Rupert Stillwater. They fix you tea or any other
a bit more
refreshment you would
freedom.
want.
I believe that's how he would interpret that.
Right.
Unlocking another door, attaining that much more freedom. And I'm familiar with the term lictor. Is that correct?
Yes.
At this point?
Yes, you know that they are powerful, corrupted beings that belong on the other side, but have, through one fashion or another, found their way over here. Usually they're out for themselves, but sometimes they represent higher interests. But they're never friendly, and they are always interested in their own means. Grace
I'd like
brings
to
you your
perform a
drink.
ritual.
Yeah.
I want to locate that lictor. Whether it be here in the illusion or if they are somewhere else beyond. I would pull out the book, the bound book that I received so long ago. He would set it on the desk, which is his standard casting dais, if you will, platform. Leaf through to the proper page with the spell as it's written. Draw Grace over to me. I have pulled out a small, thin, almost like paring knife. Very plain. I put it in her hand, and I begin to chant. Voice goes up and down, this unintelligible language that neither you nor I nor any of them understand. And as he speaks the final word, Grace shoves the knife into her eye, allowing me vision out into the world to find the lictor. And I will roll soul to use Dabbler in the occult.
Awesome.
It's better than 9.
It is. When the blade enters the eye, it's a sudden force that almost throws you off balance for a moment as the connection is made. And you see yourself scanning across a universe, and it zooms and zooms and zooms, and you see the Earth, and then you see North America, and you see California, and you see the mountains above LA, and the lights at night, and the early morning. You even notice that small little crest of the sun coming up. And it focuses in on a vehicle. You know this vehicle is headed in your direction. And this new power is exciting. This look and this ability. You peer a little closer and you realize you could look inside the car. And you do. And when you do, You make eye contact with Father Gerard Weston and his scruffy old face and the scars that crisscross it as if his head had been ripped apart at some point. Ah, there he is. The dreamer. The wizard. I'm on my way to see you, boyo. Don't you worry. You got other friends coming too. I don't know who I'd be more worried about yet, though. That's where we're going to go to break.
And I pull back out, yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Excellent. So, yeah, let's take a just like a 10-minute break or so, and we will be right back. Let's see if I can get this right.
Because that's where her garage full of cars is.
No, she has her own garage full of cars that I've also bought for her.
I'm just saying, if you pay me more money, my house will be nicer.
All you care about's the cars anyway.
You're not wrong, but
There's always haggling. When it comes to business, it's always haggling.
1,000%, yes. It's been a conversation that they've revisited multiple times.
We've been hanging out for 30 years. Yeah, I'm sure we've had that conversation dozens of times.
He shuts me up by buying me a new Lambo.
This is what you call the horror of middle America, right there. Welcome back, everybody. We're back as I make a couple of quick adjustments. There we go. When we last left off, Henry had just had a look at Father Gerard. Liam and Clutch are on their way to Henry's place. Was there anything else that you wanted to do, Liam and Clutch, before you get there?
I don't know. We could stop at like McDonald's, get some breakfast. Or...
I had just
Liam was
the
probably-
Lebowski. Let's cruise through the In-N-Out. Went through my head.
Or a Waffle House. You know, we just
Yeah.
stop and have a nice little breakfast at Waffle House.
I didn't possibly think you would have
Might
anything to
run
say, but I
into-
thought I would ask.
Sasha and Harvey. We would definitely run into Sasha and Harvey somehow at a Waffle House.
Oh, for sure.
Henry,
No, Liam, though, has probably been trying to reach Monet on her cell phone.
yeah, it
That's what he's been doing during the drive.
yeah, voicemail over and over and over again. Henry, did you have any last minute preparations or anything that you wanted to do before your visitors arrive?
Simply ensure that there's clean ice and 2 more bottles of champagne corked and ready.
Of course. Liam and Clutch, you arrive at Henry's place.
Clutch is still kind of happy-go-lucky. She is kind of not in the serious mindset yet. She's still on this, we're probably going to die. We're already died. Like, this is just a fun little vacation that we're having while we're dead. And she just turns and looks at Liam and goes, are we going Rambo style? Are we going to sneak in CIA style? Are we going to just walk through the front door and say, hello, we're here to kill you? How would you like to do this?
I was just gonna go say hi. It's Henry. We've known him for 30 fucking years.
He's still a bastard. I mean, he's
I
better.
know you've got your own bit to chump with him, but he and I have done a lot of business over the years.
So you're gonna go in, say hi, have a drink, and then what? Shoot him in the face when he's least expecting it? I mean, aren't we here to kill him? Not like have a day drink with him?
All that fella in the pinstripe suit said was he wanted us to bring him to him.
I highly doubt that's gonna happen with him alive, but I will follow your lead. And she's getting out of the car and like checking her pistol for ammo and then stuffing it into the back of her jeans.
Great.
Henry, is there anything they should know about the approach to your front door? Anything that I am overlooking regarding, I don't know, security or any such?
No. Nothing. It's just it's just a very nice condo. Nothing out of the ordinary.
You know, with as much as I've paid this bastard over the years, you'd think he'd get himself a better place.
As much as everybody's paid him over the years, it's amazing he doesn't have a better place. It's almost like he spends it on something else. Or this is a front. We're about to walk into hell. But, you know.
I thought you thought we were already there.
Purgatory, hell, heaven. I mean, really. Isn't it all just the same fucking thing?
I suppose it depends on your disposition. Anyway, up we go then.
She just falls in right behind you.
Clutch's attitude may be a little bit concerning to you, Liam. To me, it seems quite normal. I couldn't have planned it any better, as her mental illness is creeping up her spine and still taking control of her thoughts. Henry, your doorbell rings.
Harmony, dear, would you be a peach? Answer the door.
This very lovely redheaded woman opens the door. She's dressed in a white single dress. Nothing fancy. It's very simple, in fact, but lovely. She reminds you of Monet when you guys first met, Liam. You have just a brief moment of recollection, that young, beautiful red hair. And she has a bit of a glow, and she welcomes you in.
Christ, what is it with all of us and redheads?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not complaining. And she just smiles real sweet at the girl.
She winks.
Lead the way, darling.
Mr. O'Malley, Clutch. Fantastic. I did not expect you to arrive first.
First, you say?
Something to drink. I have some very nice Veuve Clicquot already opened and breathing.
Seems a bit early for champagne, if you ask me.
It's like 5:30 in the morning.
Water's fine. Coffee, if you have it.
Tap or filtered. Have you seen these Britas? These new Britas, they're fantastic.
Oh, you have several.
Yes, the water here this part of the city is shit. Harmony, dear.
Right. Henry, why do you fucking live in this part of town anyway?
Why does it matter where I live?
Just saying. We probably paid you several $1 million over the years. You'd probably afford a nicer place.
Probably spends it on all that alcohol he drinks at 5:30 in the morning. Clutch is just looking around all innocent like.
And he raises his glass of champagne to Clutch and tips it, takes a drink. You do realize that all of that money that you have paid me is inconsequential. That all of these things outside of maybe 24 items within this building actually matter.
Well, I hope you can get to them in a fire, in case of emergency. They're easily acceptable. Just go grab them. Run outside. She's just acting like a complete total asshole. She's like, I don't care to be here. This isn't real. Like, whatever.
Clutch. I'm going to use one of my hold. You pull your gun out.
Oh dear.
Sorry,
Here we are again.
We're just gonna cut the chit chat here. Can you get in the car? We got to make a trip. Short one. Fine.
Clutch, listen. I'm more than willing to get into the car with you.
Dope. Let's go.
No, hold on. There's a but to this statement.
With you, there's always a but and like 5 minutes of dialogue afterwards. Go on.
That's fair. I do like the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, you do.
The fact that you arrived first does give us an opportunity. Someone else is on their way here, and I could definitely use your help and Mr. O'Malley's in negotiating with said person. My guess, Mr. O'Malley would definitely like to negotiate with this person.
And just who might that be?
The good Reverend. There are powers at play. One of them specific to me. And if you need me to go somewhere with you, then I need you to stay here with me and deal with whatever it is that this lictor wants with me.
I'm sorry, did you just say lictor? What does that mean?
I did.
What does that mean? What does that even mean? Really?
Yeah, I can't say I've heard that term before.
Is it just another fancy word he throws out, or what?
In all of our time, you all have been to places that are seemingly unexplainable. You've seen this world crumble away. You've jumped decades. You've inhabited bodies throughout a timeline. Explaining to you what a lictor is, there's simply someone who wants to influence all of those things that we cannot see. Think of it like a demon of old.
Right? We've certainly seen our fair share of demons, whether that be literal or otherwise.
Well, this one is quite literal.
Oh,
and he's on his
lovely.
way here.
Wait,
and while
that's
I
the
do
fucking Reverend? That fellow with the fucked up head?
Yes, that fella with the fucked up head.
And he's a fucking demon?
No, he's a lictor. But without going into too many details, you can think of him as if he were more or less a demon.
So you want us to throw holy water on it?
No, I want you to watch my back. I want you to be able to use the things that you have available to you in case situations arise where those talents are needed, whether it be violence and or escape.
Great. I fucking wish Monet was here.
God, this would have been so much easier if she was here.
Fuck. Morgan fought off like 60 fucking ninjas that one time.
Oh, shit. And then she starts looking down. Does she still have all the flame tattoos?
She does.
motherfucker. She starts looking at them and like all over her arms.
Matter of fact, when you look at them, they even flicker just a little bit.
Oh, God damn it. She just like looks back up and shakes her head.
Henry, one of the girls, doesn't really matter which one, comes over and whispers in your ear, Mr. Greene, look, and points to your window. What are you on the ground floor in your condo, third floor? What?
Yes. No. It's a 2-story condo. It's nothing extravagant on the outside. The inside is very, very, very nice.
Right.
Hardwoods, dark, masculine, very modern.
Yeah.
But
that's about
yes,
a $3,000 a month apartment in 2002 in Los Angeles. She's pointing through the window, and where you would have this beautiful view of the sunrise coming up over the mountains from your vantage point in this particular condo. One of the small little perks that you snuffed out in this particular location with this particular unit had a great view of the east. And you do see the sort of orange reddish glow creeping up over the horizon, but the horizon is not of mountains. It is an entirety of buildings, skyscrapers, blacked out towers of different shapes and sizes, heights, some looking like they could have just way too many windows, some almost no windows at all. The doorbell rings.
he turns back to her very quickly and quietly and says, "Go and pack my bag."
She nods and leaves.
And walks. He looks at Clutch and at Liam.
Liam nods.
If you get in the car, I guess I really don't fucking care.
My guess is that they will not allow us to just walk out the door. I'm asking you to be prepared.
She just like waves her gun for a second, like, oh, duh.
And Liam pulls his, flips the safety off.
Henry opens the door.
You see Father Gerard Weston and his driver, Stick, and this big, tall, pale, lanky-looking thing in a suit behind him with a buzz cut, muscle of some sort, perhaps, although he doesn't look very muscular, but he is tall, almost 6'5", maybe 6'8", but rather slim, gaunt. You immediately think, looks like a vampire. The thought passes quickly. It's nonsense. Ah, I see everybody's here. That's great. And he starts to walk in.
I did not invite you in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought your little visit into my car, uninvited, was just a mutual exchange of pleasantries. How do they say over here? Mi casa es su casa.
Nothing of mine is yours.
Indeed. Well, why don't you invite me in for a drink, boy? No?
Yes, I will. And he steps back and motions them inside. Champagne.
Have you got anything stronger?
Certainly, help yourself to the cart.
Ah, thank you. Much obliged, my boy, much obliged. And he walks over and pours himself some of your best scotch that he
Where are
sniffs
the other
out,
two that are with him? What are they doing?
standing just inside the door, watching. Stick is making eyes at Clutch. The other one doesn't
just
seem to
staring
make
right
eyes
back.
at the other one doesn't seem to make eyes at anything. So I see you arrived just
Reverend,
a moment too
what
late. Yes, Henry.
What business have you here?
Well, I was hoping that things had gone my way and that these two had snuffed you out. I didn't know they would come alone. Where's your friends? He's looking at you, Liam, and Clutch.
They're nearby.
Yep.
Well, see, lying to me already. I know something's up.
Oh, you know
So,
me.
All right, you
I'm
think
not
you're
the
all going to
liar.
take us out then, huh?
No. It's not my intent. But you obviously came here with malice on your mind.
Aye. Well,
So therefore, I asked them if they would be willing to stick around while you and your cohorts paid me a visit.
very
My time is
smart.
precious. Get to it.
Ah, yeah. All right then. I need to get you out of the way so that I can get on doing things that I need to get doing, and you're in the way. As a matter of fact, a whole bunch of shit has gotten thrown in the way. But luckily, I've got the three of you all together, so I'll get everyone to dispatch you, Mr. Magician of the Dream World, and then I'll have a little Stick there finish off herself, and then I'll deal with Liam. I might just hang on to him for a little bit until I find out where his little wifey is, so that I can torture the both of them together before I kill them. That's the plan. So,
That's a pretty
Right.
bad fucking plan.
Yeah, I don't fucking care for that plan.
I thought she might not. He takes a very sip of the scotch. Stick gives Clutch a wink. The big, tall guy pulls out a long, like about 1.5 feet, this triangle, this thin triangle-shaped, double-edged, it's a dagger. I don't know what the official term for that sort of a weapon might be. It's really too long to be a knife. Almost too long for a dagger, really. And smiles, and you do see 2 fangs.
Right, so you're needing Henry here out of your way, right?
Aye.
Well, that's what we're here for. So just let us go, and then we'll all be out of your way.
Oh, no.
Ta-da!
No, I know what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to take him outside that you can go give him to the skinny guy. I've already taken care of the skinny guy. You're bringing him to me. You've brought him to me.
But you were already on your way, apparently.
Yeah. I was, like I said, I
So
was
how did
hoping...
we bring him to you?
You're gonna get smart with me, boyo. I should just slap the dog shit out of you right now. and finish this all up myself.
This quaint little conversation about my future. Well, you can all kiss my ass.
What do you do, Henry?
There's not a one of you. There's not a one of you that's taking me anywhere I don't want to go.
Right. Well, also, if we don't have to take him to the fucking skinny man anymore, then I don't have to fucking take him anywhere.
Yeah, we could leave just right now and just let him have at it if we don't have to take. I mean,
As you all start having that conversation, a mirror image of yourself materializes in front of you. In front of the lictor, the vampire, the mute, Liam, and Clutch. The only real difference that you can see between you and this mirror image of yourself is that everybody's eyes, the mirror image's eyes, are all black. If you're holding a gun, they're holding a gun. And your mirror image attacks each and every one of you. And Henry and the girls walk out the front door as violence and chaos erupt in his apartment around him.
oh, you motherfucker.
Excellent. I want Clutch and Liam to roll to avoid harm. Henry, make me an act under pressure roll.
That's a 19.
I see that little green box.
I got a 17. So.
I saw that too. And the 13. Clutch, describe to me what you do to get out of the way of the mirror Clutch.
I mean, she's already got one of her standing in front of her. So having the second pop up, she was already kind of ready to move out of the way. Is there a couch in the room?
Yes.
Like a nice, big old long, nice couch.
Yes. It's like a 5-cushion leather couch. The big, beautiful, ornate gold buttons. It's a sight to behold.
Oh, I just dive right behind that puppy. And I'm gonna roll for improviser and see if I can't get some little gimmies.
Oh, yeah.
In here.
Liam, you're going to be up next, so
Sweet.
Be thinking about what happens to you. Improviser. Roll plus coolness. That's your 14?
Yep. So I get one thing, and I'm gonna choose hide from a pursuer. So I just duck behind the couch, and everyone just ignores it.
That works. Liam, on the avoid harm, you avoid the worst of it. You do take a little bit of a clip as the what kind of weapon did you have when you came into the room?
The 1911.
Okay, yeah, that's what the mirror Black Eye Liam pulls out and just nicks you with. What do you do?
He's just like aghast at the moment. He's like, "Oh, fucking Christ!" And he like swats at the gun, and so like it like just takes a chunk out of his bicep, and so he's like yelling after Henry, "Henry, you fucking cunt!" Was it gonna fucking do anything to you? You're muted, Duke.
Yeah, as he can hear it in the background, and he's straightening his tie as he walks down the front steps with the two girls behind him carrying the suitcase. And he gets into the Lincoln parked out front and starts it up.
You almost get into the Lincoln, Henry, when this wisp of smoke pops in front of you, and it is the tall, gaunt-looking creature. He says, "Where
Well,
do you
you-
think you're going?"
You dispatched of yourself quite quickly. Away from you, that's where I'm going. And I spit in my palm, and I press my hand up into his face, and you hear me chant half a dozen words very, very quickly. And I would like to, I'd like to make a roll,
Yeah. What are you rolling?
if you'll let it go.
Sure.
Exorcist.
I just threw this guy in front of you. Why not? Exorcist.
Oh, you little shit.
Read it to me. I don't have a handout for that one made up yet.
Whenever you perform an exorcism to banish a spirit or extra-dimensional creature, explain what the ritual looks like and roll plus soul. 15 plus, the creature is banished. Choose 2 options. The entity will not reappear later. The entity will not become hostile toward you. Nobody is harmed during the ritual. I'm going to choose nobody is harmed during the ritual, and the entity will not reappear later.
Sweet. He is shocked and surprised when you do that. No one's ever done that. Just reached out and touched him in Lord knows how many years. And that wisp of
And you
smoke
got spit on your hand.
happens again as that look, and he evaporates in shadow.
Take the wizard part literally, bitch. Get in the car, close the door.
Excellent.
Oh, okay. I want to try something.
What do you want to do? Well, hang on. No, it's
Since
Liam's
I-
turn. It's Liam's turn. And then I'll come back to you, and then you
Fine.
can do something. Liam, what are you doing?
Okay.
So I would like to juke around myself and dash out the door if possible and
Oh,
get in the fucking car. And if I manage to do even half of that, then I'll yell back at Clutch, "I'm waiting for ya!"
she's literally on your heels. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
So you're both looking to run. I want you both to act under pressure.
But I'm hidden.
Then I'll give you a +1.
Oh dear.
Well, that didn't help me out.
+1 just makes that a
Just-
9.
Just a 9.
Yeah. You both get out of the complex just in time to see Henry's car back out of its space and start to peel out as it takes off. Clutch, I want you to endure injury as a gunshot from behind. And that is at a -2, unfortunately.
Oh, I'll take
Oh,
2
you
off
just
of that.
you had to say
Yeah,
that
just-
after she rolled an 11.
God damn it. You motherfucker.
Stick was shooting you from behind. You didn't see it.
Bitch.
That's where the 2 came from. So, with that, You get to choose. Are you knocked out with a serious wound? You can receive a critical wound, which is just one away from death, or you can choose the easy way out.
Yeah, that's the easy way out. Let me tell you.
For those of you who are new to KULT, when you roll a 9 or less on the avoid or endure injury, it's die is the other choice.
Yeah, you can just choose to die if you want to. So.
Hey, death is only the beginning. That doesn't mean it's the end of your character.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Just to make Liam's life hard, I'm gonna choose to be knocked out, and he can deal with that.
Dick.
I love you. Save me.
So you're knocked out from a gunshot.
Liam
It's
takes
too much to handle.
Yeah, well, she got shot in the head from behind. It was a great shot. She could be dead, but she's still like breathing and stuff if you look. But she's down.
Drag me to the car. Get in the car. Run away.
Meta.
So, okay. I rolled an 11 for my act under pressure. So usually there's something not super great that happens with that too.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for the whammy to hit me.
That was I combined the two with Clutch going down with the head wound. You're going to get stuck having to deal with that. You do see Father Gerard stepping out along with Stick as they are walking up to you while you stop to take a look at Clutch.
Okay, so I'll spin around on my heel when I hear the gunshot, see her go down, and just like start blind fire unloading at the doorway while I run back to her, just latch onto her wrist and just tug as hard as I can to get to the car. So I'm like suppressing fire with my fucking pistol, all goddamn 10 shots that I have in it, and trying to tug her to the fucking car.
I'm not that heavy.
I know. At least you were a tiny woman.
She's skinny. She's a little tall, 5'8", but it's fine.
Did you roll your sixth sense at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, I got 2 edges. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
This is very much a moment to possibly, I don't know,
I'm gonna,
get the fuck out.
Use that if I need to.
Chris, we kind of need
Literally
to.
all I can do is act first in a threatening situation,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is what I'm already doing anyway because it's my turn.
It is.
So if they do something next, then I will use a sixth sense edge.
Okay. All right. You smart man. I'll let you do your thing. I'm sorry. I'll sit back. I'm knocked out anyways.
I do want you to. You still may get a chance to use it. I want you to act under pressure to accomplish your mission of grabbing Clutch and getting her to the car safely.
Still not great, but better than a 9.
While Stick is firing at you. You get to the car, and the way that the car is angled, it's pointed out because you're smart. You never have your cars situated where you have to back out and then drive away. Clutch always leaves them pointed, exiting. And because of that and because of the gunfire that you are taking from Stick, she's kind of got you pinned down. Clutch is knocked out, and you start to get her in, but she hangs up her belt or something, hangs up on the seat belt bracket or the seat latch or something, and she's kind of stuck. And the gunfire starts pinning you down, and so you're stuck in a crouched position behind this door as you hear bullets hitting the door and the car and the glass around you. What do you do?
I'm so fucking glad I invested in the fucking armor plating. So she's just kind of like hung up on like the door frame or something. The gunfire is hitting. So I'm gonna just, I don't know, rip the belt or whatever I can do to just expedite the process of hurling her unconscious body into the back seat and then leap into the front seat and tear out.
Right. I'm going to have you burn your act first edge, or you can roll to avoid harm.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and burn the act first. I'd rather not. Like, I've got a 2 in reflexes at least, but it's still not great. And I at least have 2 edges, so I could still have another one to use later on if I need to.
Crazy, the real MVP of this episode.
Oh no, I would say that's easily Henry.
Yeah, he just fucking screwed us all.
You get in the car, you can still hear the bullets pinging as you get Clutch in the car, slam, you actually get Clutch in the car, you just dive in the back, close the door behind you, and then jump into the front and take off without, re-exposing yourself to the elements. And you can, the gunfire, it's almost unbelievable the amount of bullets that she seems to be pouring out of this pistol. All you saw, she had an automatic pistol, but she hasn't stopped to reload, and the bullets just seem to keep coming, pinging off of your armored vehicle. And Clutch.
Oh, and also, I absolutely dropped the clip and reload it with one of the ones that's in the center console.
Clutch, you hear in your mind as that cold sensation flows up your spine. I'm not gonna be done until I get you out of my fucking head, bitch. You know that, right?
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Henry, when you tear out of there, where do you go? What's your plans? If you care to share.
Well,
or your immediate...
As it was pointed out earlier, Henry has acquired quite a bit of money, and this condo is one of a multitude of establishments and places available to him throughout the city of Los Angeles. But likely, if a lictor is looking for him, he needs to be in a place of power. My guess is that the girls would convince him that he needs to go to the headquarters of the Stillwater Collective.
They do think it's time
take
for
his
that.
place as the head.
Very much. It's exactly what they want you to do. They say it's time, Henry. It's time.
Well, I can't say that I am necessarily ready for such responsibilities, but it seems my hand is forced. I need you to prepare me with any information that I might need before we get there. I know that the drive is not long, and hopefully we do not get stuck in this godforsaken traffic. But begin.
It's funny.
And he sits and listens.
As soon as you say that and sit back into your seat and look down the streets, Henry, you can see all the stoplights, as far as the eye can see, turn green. And they stay green until your car passes. Clutch, you're out with a bullet wound in the head, and in your blackness, you are shaken awake, like when you were real little and your brothers were still little, and they would come and wake you up from a nap just a half an hour too soon, or in the morning for school too soon, just to irritate you. That sort of brisk shake awake. And you see this dark-haired woman, and she's looking down on you. You're lying on your back looking up, and you can see a blue, cloudy sky above her, although you don't believe that that sky is real. But you don't really have this, you don't feel like you can even say anything or question it. And she's looking at you, and you can tell that she's looking to see, is she awake? She's awake. Are you awake? And then she speaks. Are you awake? Listen, it's you and me. We're going to have to do this together. Are you listening to me? We're going to have to do this together. We have to get Blythe. She's the only one that can help us out of this. We have to do this together. And it is ripped away. And it's blackness again. Liam, you're driving away. Henry's gone. Father Gerard is still not gone. Where are you gonna go?
So I was actually going to roll streetwise for medical assistance and potentially backup from my multitude of armed guards.
Yeah,
in case we are going to be chased.
for real. Roll plus charisma.
Call in the Legion, man.
I have a +4 on that, and I still just rolled a 10.
What is happening to us, Chris?
It's better than a 9.
It is better than a 9.
Better than a 9. Oh, wow. That
You
really did
get-
save your butt.
You get your man Danny on the phone, who is another bloke that you've had under your wings for quite some time, sort of your shadow man. He's also from the old country, as it were. Hey, boss, what you need?
I give him my current location and the direction that I'm driving and how fast I'm driving to give him an idea of where I will be within an amount of time where he can get people to whatever location. And also, I'm like, I need whatever our most talented surgeon that we have on our most direct payroll. Like, I need that person immediately.
Yeah, I got you, boss. And he works it all out. He's going to get your doc at the rendezvous point, what you need. And then he tells you a message you weren't expecting. There's a message that's come down on the wire from, I don't know, he said that you just left him. He knows where your wife is.
Oh, that fucking cunt.
He's got Monet.
But did he happen to leave a fucking number?
Or at least he knows. No. He just laughed and said he'd be in touch.
Oh, I fucking bet he will. Right. Thanks, Danny boy.
And off you go to meet your doc to get Clutch fixed. Henry's going off to his...
And then I call Henry.
safe space. Oh, you want to call Henry? Let's call Henry.
Goddamn right I want to call Henry.
That's too exciting. I was about to hang it up right there, but I want to do this first. Phone rings, Henry.
Mr. O'Malley.
Boy, you fucking cunt.
It didn't go quite as I expected it to, but my apologies if you were not able to extricate yourself.
Oh no, we got out. Not fucking fine though. That shite goblin that looks like Clutch fucking shot her in the head. Her blood's on your fucking hands now, you fucking piece of shite.
Well, that is a shame.
She already fucking hated you. How the fuck you think she's gonna feel now?
I could give two fucks how she feels.
You are a right fucking piece of shit. You know that? I never fucking particularly liked you, but you were fucking good at what you did.
You, sir, to judge me in that way. Congratulations on your hypocrisy.
Oh, I know. I'm a fucking piece of shit myself. I am fully fucking aware of that. But at least I take care of the people that...
You're telling me that if you were in my shoes, that you and two people that were your acquaintances had stepped into your home and threatened to take you captive.
Clutch was
that
not
you would
in
not
her
have
right
reacted in the
fucking
same way
mind,
that I
Henry,
did.
and you could fucking see that clear as day.
That has nothing to do with me.
Oh, it fucking does. She doesn't fucking like you. You are fucking fully aware of that.
Correct. That's on her.
I wouldn't have fucking let her do anything, and you fucking know that.
Because you
we've
can
known each
control
other
her
for
actions,
30
sir.
fucking years, Henry.
And
you think I
treated
was
me
just
this
gonna
way.
fucking turn you over to this pinstripe shite just because he fucking offered me something? You think I'm that fucking weak-willed?
What pinstripe shite?
Some fucking bitch at the top of a tower. He wanted you. The only way we could get out of the fucking tower was by saying we'd fucking take you to him.
Go
but
back.
we did, and
No.
fucking let us out.
Did he say his name?
Called himself the Monarch or some shite. That's not fucking important right now, Henry. Christ.
What other name did he say?
Well, that was the only one I caught, anyway. Why are you fucking focusing on this right now? You just left us to die.
Because it's way more important than your life.
Oh, fuck you.
And he hangs up the phone.
I love it. I think that's a good place to fade out. Beautiful. That went even better than I thought it would go. Thank you so much, players.
I love you, Duke.
Jesus.
Oh,
I love you both.
once again, I was like, I'm trying to be a scary cult GM, and all I do is grin like some Cheshire cat through the whole thing. I love you guys. You're so awesome. Thank you so much for coming and playing with us tonight, even though we had a short staff. I think there was some really good story that came out of tonight. Let's vent a little bit. You guys can say what you want to say about the game or how you feel about it or anything else, really. I don't give a shit. Plug your plugs. Tell the people where they can find you on the internets or, yeah, do all that stalking stuff. And let's start with Clutch.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris, for choosing to be knocked out and letting you handle it. But I think you will agree with me. It worked out kind of in the favor.
Well, at least you didn't just choose to die.
I thought about it for like 0.5 seconds. And I went, you know what would be more fun? Making Chris clean up my mess. Live up to that archetype name, would you? Fix what I just did. I screamed a lot internally tonight and somewhat publicly, as you guys will see in the Discord when you get over there.
Thanks.
I don't know. I had a blast tonight. It was a lot of fun. Lots of good little lore pieces for people who have been around for a hot minute. Oh God, yeah. There's a lot happening right now, and just feel it through the Zoom. Would you? You can find me on the Twitters and the social medias at EricaInMore97. Follow us on Discord. You can hang out with us, talk to us, ask us questions, sit and talk about the bad choices that we made tonight. That was me. Or just come and show pictures of your cats and dogs. We also will appreciate that. We have a couple lizards that people have. I think that's about it.
I like that.
Follow these lovely people on their social medias, and I don't know. I had a blast tonight. Wash your fucking hands. Wear a mask.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
We do have pets of all kinds on the Discord for sure. Let's do Liam next. I'm kind of excited to hear his thoughts.
Speaking of pets, because he promised us some fucking Mew Jackman.
Yeah, holding you accountable for that one, buddy.
Mew Jackman made his brief appearance earlier today. You can find him on Instagram at The Greatest Meowman, where after the stream here very shortly, I will be adding the most fucking adorable picture. I got off work and he was laying just properly enough for me to take the best picture. So yeah, be looking out for that here very shortly. You can follow me on Twitter at ChrisStoneCipher. And Duke, I love you. I'm sorry that I yelled at you.
No, please always yell at me. I love it.
Yeah, I had a blast on the Clutch, Liam, and Henry. That was awesome.
Good one.
We had so much fun. And
I think it worked out wonderfully.
Did it?
Did it though? Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it did.
Yeah, for you, Azat. I love you.
I rolled a 17 and a 19 when it mattered. So
And then Chris
Yeah,
and I
that
were
was
just,
beautiful. Like that was beautiful.
Chris and I just bumbly fucking around with these bad rolls, and here's Duke like, I don't know what you guys are having a problem with.
just straighten my tie as I walk downstairs.
Watch me zip zip. Excellent.
Oh yeah, also join the Discord. Follow us on the socials. Check us out on Patreon. We got some really cool shit coming out very soon. I have been working on editing Jaylee's new Dungeon World actual play podcast, 4 PCs in a podcast. So that will be coming out very soon. Fingers crossed. We just recorded another episode of that a couple of days ago, and it is so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Just listening back to it again while I'm editing it is the best part of my day when I get to actually work on it. Yeah, join the Discord, wash your fucking hands, put your mask on, and don't be a dick, like Eric has said.
Very good. Thank you, Liam, for those wonderful words of wisdom. And that leaves us to our most wise and wonderful Henry D. Greene.
Hello. I'm so happy to be back here. When I found out that I could attend this evening, I really didn't stop talking about it all week. People are like, so what are you doing this weekend? I was like, well, I'm gonna be able to play this game with my friend. And they're like, what? Anyway, I am at Invisible Duke. I'm the creative director here at TTRP Theater. We love and appreciate all of you so much. I had such a blast tonight. I don't regret anything. You guys can all go fuck yourselves. Because Henry's just Henry. That's who he is, and that's what he does. And now that he has control of the Stillwater Collective, y'all better watch out. I asked Curtis today, because I watched last week's episode to get caught up, and it was so good. Oh my God, guys, it was so good. But I messaged Curtis this morning. I was like, hey, is there anything I need to know? And he's like, no. Like that was the end of the conversation. Like he didn't give me anything, no prompts, no. And you know what I mean? And I was mining for it and I was trying and he was like, no. So I'm so grateful. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be playing this game with you. I GM the Renaissance City game. We're releasing our old, already streamed episodes onto our podcast feed every Tuesday, 1 or 2 episodes a week. So we'll have another drop this coming Tuesday of a couple of episodes. We'll be caught up in like the next 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. And then we'll start dropping fresh new material after that, which I'm super excited to get out there. Join our Discord. Yes, Izzy. I did remember to mention it this time. Everybody always does, and I always forget. So stop badgering me. What else? So much. Please visit us. Please visit us on our webpage. All of our content is housed there. All of our links to all of our things. Go to ttrptheater.com. You can find everybody's everything there. No, that's not true. Not everybody's everything, but all of our content, all of our streams, weird information about all of us. You can get to know us a little bit better. Black Lives Matter. Wash your fucking hands. I love all of you.
We love you too, Duke.
Beautiful.
Also, one thing that I also fail to mention almost every week, but I feel like we need to mention more often, is that people should subscribe to our YouTube channel because it's free and all of our stuff is there.
Oh, shit!
Like for reals, it's so easy. And all of our stuff is there. You can go back and watch it hundreds of times, and we encourage you to do so.
We do.
Catch up on, if you didn't know what the little lore
Somebody
drops were
screenshot that, please. Somebody go back. Please, somebody go clip that right now.
If you don't know the things I was screaming about,
that was
get
great.
your ass over there and watch our content, because otherwise you're going to be so freaking lost when we're all squealing and having fangirl moments when we're muted about the little shit that Curtis does to throw at us just to see us squirm. So go back
and Blythe.
the loop.
Oh my God, you said Blythe.
You said Blythe.
Can we talk
Blythe.
Can we talk about the giant German Shepherd, please? I mean,
yes, Joel.
That was a little aimed. Just saying.
Jojo.
We may have to have a discussion show tomorrow just to chat for an hour about all the little things that got dropped tonight.
Hey, we just came up with an idea for more Patreon content.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've already had that idea. But
Yeah,
yes.
we've talked about it.
Yes, excellent. Thank you so much. Go do all those things. The YouTube is huge for our discoverability. No podcasts actually dropped this week, only because I've been working on some super secret projects with Helmgast lately that I can't get into too much about today, but I needed a couple extra hours of time. So all I can say is keep paying attention to what we've got going on around here, because there are cool things right around the corner. Go to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, click that little bell, and you'll get notifications when those things start to happen. It really does help with our discoverability. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and leave us a comment. That's always good too. And on our podcasts, I'm not sure exactly how all those metrics are. I know if you give the thumbs up or whatever over there and leave a comment, that those are really good. So do those things as well. All of those things help push the brand and get us to more eyeballs, and then we won't ask so much of you, because it'll all just kind of take off on its own. So like Duke said, go to TTRPtheater.com and check out if you want to know anything about us. If there's something there that you would like to know and it's missing, send me an email at Curtis. I'm Curtis at TTRPtheater.com. That's my email address, and say, hey, I would like to see this, and I'll see if I can't get it on there. Lots of cool stuff happening with the podcasts and the experiment. If you haven't caught up, now's the time to caught up, because I didn't release anything this week. So you've had a bonus week of time to catch up on all the old episodes. I know that there were a couple people in the Discord community who did some catching up. Thank you so much. I hope you were able to join us tonight. And yeah, that's it. Wow. It seems like there's so much more I want to say, but I just really can't get into it tonight. So keep coming back. So that's it. Be kind to each other. Please, please, please. There's just not simply enough of it out there. And just imagine what a world it could be. With a metaphorical bow. I messed up my little thing. With a metaphorical bow on our little stage, we say good night, sweet dreams, and we love you. Say it. Say it, God damn it.
Sweet dreams, and we love you.
Each and every one of you.
Every single goddamn one of you.
See,
Every
that
single
shit?
motherfucker out there, we love you.
But seriously, wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, please do.
Good night.
GNSDWLY.